What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. As always, keeping you up to date on all the latest wrestling news and rumors. And it's one of those days once again where WWE just ruins it all, as they just released approximately 20 superstars, multiple of them from the main roster, and shocking to say the least. So let's go ahead and get into it and keep you guys up to date. As always, when it comes to these type of news, do keep in mind that there might be even more releases coming up within the next 24 hours. So I will keep the list fully updated on the description of this video and on the pinned comment, so just keep a lookout for that in case we unfortunately need to keep updating it. According to Fightful, as of today, November 4th, 2021, WWE has released the following superstars: Karrion Kross and Scarlett, NXT superstars Frankie Monet, Ember Moon, Trey Baxter, Oni Lorcan, B-Fab from Hit Row, who by the way just got called up to the main roster and just debuted a week and a half ago, Jesse Camilla, Shayda Ramier, more superstars from the main roster: Gran Metalik and Lince Dorado, Katrina Cortez, Yit Rana, and a couple of more shockers from the main roster. We got Nia Jax, Keith Lee, Harry Smith, Mia Yim, and Eva Marie. That is the full list as of me recording this video, but as I mentioned, more superstar might be added to it because every time WWE does this, they just continue to pile it on hour upon hours. As for the quote-unquote reasons for these releases, and this is probably gonna piss you guys off even more, just like it did to me, because WWE's reason is budget cuts. As per Shanro Sapp of Fightful, these quote-unquote budget cuts were cited as a reason for the release in an email that was sent out to talents by John Laurinaitis. And this is very ironic because in their investor call, WWE literally just said that they had one of the most profitable quarters ever. So clearly this reason doesn't make any type of sense, and they're just giving it to actually give a reason to it for anybody in media who is asking for it. Obviously, it's sad to see everyone on this list, but there is a lot of questionable releases that are more surprising than others. For example, Karrion Kross, top superstar in NXT. You call him up to the main roster and you literally don't know what to do with him. You changed up everything when you could have just left it how it was. Another example is obviously Keith Lee. How does Keith Lee go from being the spotlight of Survivor Series 2 years ago, getting face to face with Roman Reigns, then going into the Royal Rumble, getting face to face with Brock Lesnar, then debuting on Monday Night Raw, main eventing that show a couple of times, and literally beating Randy Orton on his debut marquee match of the main roster? How do you not continue all of that? It makes no sense. He had some of the craziest 6 months and they just fumbled the whole thing. And I know he ended up having some health issues, but before he even had to step away, they were already destroying everything that he built all the way in NXT, almost like it didn't even exist. Ember Moon, main roster talent for a couple of years, then went back to NXT, should have been champion multiple times. Gran Metalik and Lince Dorado, great tag team, obviously not used correctly. Mia Yim, literally we never really got to see what she could do in the main roster because they kept delaying it, they kept changing things for her, and now look what happened. Harry Smith, didn't they just brought him back? But he never re-debuted. Eva Marie, why did you even bring her back in the first place if you were ultimately going to be doing this on the same year that we get to see her on TV? And obviously another huge shocker, Nia Jax. I might not like the way that she wrestles, but clearly she was one of the top superstars in WWE in that women's division, one that you could rely on, so I really don't know what the hell happened there. There must be some extra reason for it because out of everybody, Nia Jax is probably the most unexpected one because of how protective WWE has been of her and her family history with the company and so on. I will keep you guys updated on everything. One last thing I want to mention, because of course we talk a lot of WWE 2K22 news and all of that here. I'm really hoping that this doesn't affect the release of the game once again. There were reports that of course were not officially confirmed by WWE Games, but reports indicating that one of the reasons for the delay was due to WWE's massive release that came throughout the year as early as January. Now we're getting close to the end of the year and the beginning of the new year. We're once again getting close close to that release of the game, this is obviously going to be another problem for Visual Concepts that they need to focus on, pay attention to instead of working on something else. All of it because WWE is just right now going insane. So many releases this year. I would have figured they were going to stop with these releases right after WrestleMania, but obviously not. It's almost like every 2 to 3 months we are getting something like this. Anyways, guys, I'll keep you updated on everything, so make sure to have those notifications turned on. I'll catch you guys on the next one, so stay savage.